This clever little cardboard template not only shows you where to drill your holes to fit your bolts, but it also shows you where the optimum height is for the centre of the screen, and it's showing it here at 107 centimetres to the centre of the screen from your eye when you're sitting down on the sofa. This black dot in the centre of these two rectangles shows the central position for the bracket, and on the left hand it shows you how you position the bracket for a television which has the screws set in the centre of the television. On the right hand it shows you where to position the bracket where the screw holes in the back of the television are set at the lower half of the television rather than in the centre. And then hopefully when you hang it on the wall it will work, but it's best to work out where you want it and then do a dry run with the brackets just to make sure that it's going to work for you before you do any drilling. Guys, today we're going to fit an EONO TV bracket to the wall. So this is the bracket and these are the tools you need. Hammer, spirit level. Little spirit level actually comes with the kit, together with a useful cardboard guide to where to drill the holes, which is really good. Saves having to hold the metal plate up on the wall, so that's really clever. Pencil, tape measure, 13mm in this case socket set, and those are the bolts that are provided with the kit. The plugs they come with go into 10mm holes, and those are already actually in the wall. Let's try and get them back into focus. There we are. And you also need, ideally, a powerful power hammer drill. And today we're fitting this bracket to a solid brick wall. Not recommended for putting into plasterboard because it's not strong enough necessary for the big televisions, but there's a different process for fitting to wooden stud work in a house with plasterboarding. On this drill, I don't know whether you can see there, but it's a 10mm drill, as I said, and what I've done is I've put a bit of sticky tape or insulation tape or whatever at the 75mm mark, because that's the recommended depth for these particular bolts that we're going to secure the bracket with. Critical thing before you do any drilling in any wall, just make sure that there are no wires or pipes behind that you're going to drill into or through, because that's not going to end up very happily, because you end up with either a load of water or you're going to end up with very spiky hair. So make sure there's no pipes or wires behind. You can get various different gadgets now that find not only pipes but wires, and also they can find the studs. So if you've got a plasterboard wall and you want to fix a television like this, at least you can find where the wood goes down to make a solid fixing. But today we're just showing you how to fix to a solid brick wall, or could be a solid breeze block wall. 107 centimetres from the floor level if you're sitting in a normal chair. This one we're fitting higher because it's going to be viewed from a raised hospital type bed. Cleverly on this cardboard template they've put a black dot in the centre of the template. You can see that there, where I've actually put a pencil through there to find the centre point. So then you can line that up accurately with the centre of wherever you want the television to go. So once you've got your cardboard template level with your little spirit level, you can then mark your holes. It's probably best to put the bolts in the 4 furthest most corners, because that gives it the most strength, and then a couple in towards the centre. But basically there's loads of spaces to choose from, so it's just a matter of finding a bit of wall that's really solid. So once you've marked the position on the wall, you can take your template away and then drill the holes with a 10mm drill bit with a hammer drill. As you can see from the different marks that I've got on the wall, I put the bracket in the wrong position to begin with, so do be careful when you're putting the bracket into position, because some of the televisions have the connection points to the brackets in the middle and the centre of the back of the television, and some have them towards the bottom of the television, which obviously then means that the top or bottom of the television is going to be in potentially a different position to where you might have originally planned it. So be a bit careful how you set that up. What I found useful was to get the bracket and put the rails on that are going to hold the television, and then you can see exactly where the bottom of the rail comes, and roughly speaking the bottom of the television, so you can get that fairly accurately positioned. So now I've just loosely hung the bracket on one bolt, and now I'm going to screw that bolt up and get it level with the spirit level before I put the rest of the bolts in. Done that bolt up with a 13mm socket set as per this, and then I haven't done it completely tight yet. I've just left it so it's like a friction fit. So basically I can then turn this still to get it level, and I'm going to put those into position. What I've done with those, I've put the holes, roughly speaking, in the centre of the gaps here on the template that was on the cardboard template, and then that allows me to be able to move the bracket to the left or to the right in the setting up process. So that's now roughly there. With this kit they give you a useful little spirit level with the kit, which is quite cute. Put that in there, and you probably can't necessarily see, but when I go in with the zoom lens, into a better position, you may be able to see maybe not. See that the bubble, basically what you do is to get the bubble in that horizontal, bit of the spirit level between the lines. There's quite a big gap either side of the bubble, so the idea is to get the bubble as close to the centre between those two lines as you can, and then hopefully it will be about central. But that's the little one that comes with it, but I tend to use my more professional spirit level, which has the bubble basically fits them pretty well. Oops, that's messed it all up. To between the lines. That's about level. Hopefully you can just about see that, I think, maybe. Go out a bit maybe. But basically on the horizontal bubble there, as long as it's between the lines, and then hopefully that should be pretty well near level. Here the bracket is roughly up on the wall with one bolt virtually fully in and the other 5 ready to go in, but they're just in rough positions. And as you can see, I put the spirit level across the top, and we just check to see whether the bubble is between the lines. Just get it back into focus again a bit, which it is, and so hopefully that should be reasonably level when the television is attached. Got all 6 bolts in position, so now we're going to do the grab test to see that it's securely attached to the wall. And that's going absolutely nowhere, which is good. Right, that's all nice and level, and if you look down there's a couple of little straps you can see dangling at the bottom near the wires. Those are just the easy release, just pull those to release the bottom catches on the to suit your requirements. Lay the TV down on a flat surface, bed or something like that is ideal because it's soft, which there's nothing going to mark the screen, and then fit the brackets to the back of the television using the fittings provided in the kit, and use the ones that are appropriate to your TV, and make sure you follow the manufacturer's or the kit provider's instructions, which in the case of the one I've just fitting here, the instructions have in fairness been very good. Pays to fit the TV aerial and the HDMI leads or internet connection leads, anything like that you need to attach it. Now whilst the TV is away from the wall, and it just makes it a lot easier rather than trying to get your hands in behind the TV into a fairly confined space. This particular TV kit does come with a lot of different size spaces, so you can potentially set it further away from the wall if you want, which no doubt would make access with your hands easier. There we are, miraculously it's all level and sitting on the wall, and oh gosh, who's that coming through the door?